5 Types of Visual Communications to Master by Center for Elites. Visual communications, as the name suggests, constitute a form of communication through visual aid. It is the conveyance of ideas and information in forms that can be read or looked upon. It is one of the nonverbal communication skills that involves the sight and perception to communicate the information to the audience. Visual communications. Primarily associated with two-dimensional images, the visual communications includes signs, flowcharts, drawing, graphic design, mapping, color and electronic resources. It solely relies on vision. It is a form of communication with visual effect. It explores the idea that a visual message with text has a greater power to inform, educate, or persuade a person. It is communication by presenting information through visual form. Qualities of good visual communications. The evaluation of a good visual design is based on measuring comprehension by the audience, not on aesthetic or artistic preference. There are no universally agreed upon principles of beauty and ugliness. There exists a variety of ways to present information visually, like gestures, body languages, video and TV. Here, focus is on the presentation of text, pictures, diagrams, photos, etc., integrated on a computer display. The term visual presentation is used to refer to the actual presentation of information. Recent research in the field has focused on web design and graphically oriented usability. Graphic designers use methods of visual communications in their professional practice. Types of visual communications. 1. Maps are one of the visual communication techniques. 1. Maps. Maps are not just a tool in visual communications, they constitute a powerful tool to link one's mind to the reality. A map brings the scattered elements of the visual objects together for them to make a full sense to the viewer. Not only that, the potentials of mapping presentation go as far as narrowing a wider reality, such as a geographical area presentation, and give the viewer the capability to locate a point in space. They also constitute a skill in art design meant to give directions and links in both space and time to the viewers. Presentations. A good and clear presentation involves the various communication skills, such as writing, drawing, mapping. Presentation itself is a type of visual communications, which is meant to illustrate or share the real-life situation or phenomena, in response to the audience need. To successfully present a visual piece of information, the presenter need be mindful of a number of considerations. These include the language used, the graphical quality, the generation, the age, and gender, to mention just a few. Flowcharts. Flowcharts as a form of visual communication are aimed at mapping up or graphically representing the process or organizational structures. Flowcharts are very important in business communication, like in other areas that require information flow, in the sense that they give a quick impression of what is being referred to in the presentation. Graphic communication. As the name sounds, graphical communication is a visual presentation, which relies on graphs or other connections among the visual elements of a situation to relate the ideas. This form of communication employs visual structures such as sketches, illustrations, and diagrams to express the information. This is a very common form of visual communication, mainly because it doesn't require more sophistication, but still requires high accuracy to be more understandable. Signs and symbols. This is a form of nonverbal communication, which is visual in nature. It is usually referred to as sign language, and consists of different body gestures made by individuals to communicate the necessary information. However, it also incorporates a large set of conventional signs and symbols used in different places or instances to convey messages. The signs used in this form of communication should be conventional, either internationally or culturally. However, like in any other language communication, there is need to be mindful of cultural differences. Some kind gestures might be offensive in another culture or communicate a totally different kind of message. Conclusion. Communication can now be seen as a very complex process which goes beyond speech making. In the real sense, communication involves a lot of other signs and symbols that can be interpreted in various forms, depending on the situation and at times the location of the event. Visual communication, for instances, is one form of nonverbal communication, which gives the meaning of a particular gesture, though this might be different in another geographical location. More so, silence is definitely a means of communication. Hence, the various forms of communication are inexhaustible. Thanks for your attention. Kindly like and share our videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell to be the first to receive the next learning video. You may also give us a comment to suggest what topic you would like us to cover. See you later.